how about we check in on our favorite couple of Christopher Knight, who's a little too old, a lot too old, for a very crazy Adrianne Curry.
He's old enough to be her dad and hung out with her dad, and they were the same age.
When we were driving home about what I did wrong.
Don't you miss this?
And I understand, but he doesn't understand that, like, to just wait until I relax and talk to me later. But I don't think he wants to marry me.
It really hurts because it wasn't really discussed until last minute.
I'm almost...
So now she's paying attention?
Not fun.
I have a sneaking suspicion.
Yeah, it's 3 generations of crazy for you to fight, Chris.
What room is that?
Stay downstairs. Aww. So this isn't a drinking channel, so I'll have to drink along with Christopher Knight when we watch this back.
Because it ends up being...
You don't have to.
If I want to drink along with Christopher Knight, I'll wait until the watch through instead of the recording. But I wonder if I can keep up with him as he's dealing with these 3 people.
I don't think you can. No, that's a challenge you're not going to win.
I'm sorry.
Because some wine glasses go like this much,
Tense and awkward,
and he poured like half the bottle in that fucking thing. Yeah, he's already drunk that down.
Make me feel like I'm drinking.
Yeah, we do that to half the nation.
Yeah. Grandma can't drink because
Luckily,
she drove through the school
Adrianne's
once.
grandma has a great sense of humor about everything.
So I'm not gonna get snipped. Just that
Whatever.
we crack you up.
Is this now the show? They just
He's
get drunk
already
and
hammered.
They
Look
sit
at
down,
him.
get drunk, and laugh.
That's whatever.
I mean, it sounds
Made
fun.
me whip down my pants.
Talk about your balls to
His
septuagenarians.
hands all over my scrotum.
I wouldn't even say that word in front of her.
It's not a subject matter her mom or her grandmother
Hey, Grandma,
to deal with at all.
you know about my balls?
Necessary for them to hear.
Uh-oh,
you guys
the booze.
Tired.
I'm just tired. I'll go excuse myself, and you guys can just carry on. Carry forward.
I
You need
think
to
it's
catch up.
enough already.
All I gotta say is my grandma told me one thing. It takes a strong woman to put up with a stupid man.
Oh,
Where are you going, Adri?
yeah, he's so stupid that he's a millionaire.
And you're so strong.
Relax back up.
And you're his 3rd wife.
Get another
Somebody
shirt.
remind me about my great story
My
about
family is-
the Irish person that came to a bar here in America. Or should I tell it now?
If it's quick.
Well, erroneous is saying I thought Ireland only had beer and whiskey. So my friend here in the Central Valley of California had a friend from Ireland come into town. So they go downtown here and they say, oh, this is great. I have my Irish friend here and we're going to order what they have in Ireland. Hey, Irish friend, can you order the beer that you guys have in Ireland all the time? And the guy goes, sure. 4 Budweisers, please. They just drink Budweiser. Because it's cheap. Budweiser.
Being supported that families would be normally.
I thought that
One
was
gets
fun.
engaged. So I'm a little bit nervous about what might come up.
You're looking good. So are you, finally.
Is that his dad?
Ed Knight. That dude looks like
You're the
he was a player.
Why does it say it quotes Chris's dad? That's Chris's dad.
Oh, I was looking forward to seeing
Oh, he should hook up with the grandma. Even though she's not hot though.
This is Dad. This is Ed.
let alone talking to you on the phone.
Nice to meet you. In person.
Very nice meeting you.
Hey, he's got a little. He was more into the mom than the grandma.
Sure was.
He's like, look at this old battleship.
It's Chris and his father are at the head of the table and they're looking at each other.
I don't know who
And it
Dylan
was like,
Mulvaney is. Do you know who
Chris
that is?
Balding. Chris Bald.
Hey, mermaiden.
Old.
Hey, mermaid,
join us.
welcome over.
Older.
Oh,
When's the big day?
When it comes to having Chris's and your family grace our wedding with their presence, I would love for everybody from your guys' family to be there.
Geises.
I'm gonna have a lot
Guys,
of family at the wedding, and
There's got to be a
Yes,
new
your
addition
brother
to the
and
English
sister
language
basically
that
outright told you.
takes the place of
They
geises
don't want
that's a
you
little
marrying me.
smoother.
They don't know.
Because we say guys and then we say geises as it's possessive.
It wasn't.
I thought your sister said you should never be married again.
We started talking about stuff that Frank
My sister was right.
talking about because my sister is very challenged by the whole Playboy cover thing.
What's
There's a lot more going on, dude.
His sister's saying, "Hey, Chris, should you be marrying a whore?" I don't know. And then Chris is like, "Ixnay on the urhe."
Really confusing to me.
And then, wait, where is it?
I don't understand.
And of course, the answer is
You should not be marrying a girl on Playboy.
no.
No, probably not.
Distant
Not as your third wife.
I've never met his sister. It's very weird.
I just want you to know that you won't receive that challenge from my family. You'll be welcomed with open arms.
I know that. I know that.
Let's drink about it.
Come on.
No, I'm happy you're
How old is she?
married,
Is she 19 or 21?
No, it's
22, I think.
But you know, to be
22.
honest with you, I've
Crying.
never lived my life.
I
My
didn't know
family
anything at
and their
22.
opinions. My friends have always been more important.
And I don't think she does either.
Those are some eyebrows. Look, people, this is what it seems to be nowadays that, or I don't know, maybe people are just more vocal now, where like, they're like, hey, if you're in your 20s and you're dating someone older, you're being groomed and you're a fool and you're a moron. And
No,
you should
historically, that's how it's been forever.
It's always been like that. So
Yeah.
like whether it's female to male, male to female, you feel like you didn't know a lot when you were in your early 20s, and that may be true to a certain extent. However, a lot of people walking around their 40s right now still as dumb as they were when they were in their 20s. They just have more experience with logistical stuff around them.
Oh yeah, everyone in the chat.
Sorry.
Somebody in the chat just said that she's perfectly hinged.
Oh, you're right.
Thank you for saying that.
Wow, you know what? Now that we got that
let's get some
let's
data.
check the light. Yeah, the data's in. I have a good feeling about this one. The chat really likes to be insulted. Oh no!
It's a strong dislike percentage.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that's 95-5 dislike at this point.
But, you know, at some point there are people, I mean, there are tons of people around the world, not just this country, that get married at 18, 19, and 20 and that live just fine lives because they know what they want early. It's just, some people aren't like that, but there do exist a bunch, and to call them like dumb and morons doesn't make sense.
Judging other people's situation is never a good idea because you don't know shit about yourself. So acting like you know shit about anybody else is it doesn't make any sense. Because there are people that got married at 17 and 18 that have been married for 70 years and they're fine. And there's other people that have been married 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, and they never really get the hang of it. But they fall in love, and that's their thing. Don't worry about other people's stuff. You have enough problems.
Look, you get people like this in the same age range falling in love.
Jenny, you know that Johnny's like your father, and we're your friends. We're gonna help you.
So what do you know? Look at those eyebrows. That's a scowl.
There's some Jeremy Clarkson eyebrows right there.
Whoa, Top Gun. What is that show called? What did he do that show on?
Top Gear.
Top Gear, yeah. All right, let's move
I've
on.
watched every Top Gear
I
episode
thought that
5
he
times.
was throwing knives at his dad, and then it was unnecessary. My mom, my grandmother, and I all shifted in their chairs because he's got to stop talking like that.
We have a lot to talk about.
No, we don't.
Commercial!
His dad's probably an actor.
My friends have always been more.
That's why it's convincing.
Yeah.
I just thought to myself, what would Chris say about this? Chris would say it's fake.
Yeah, I would. I'd be like,
Yeah.
He's holding that face for a very long time.
Right.
Like he's
Like he knew to hold it for the camera so that they could zoom in. We have a lot to talk about.
We have a modern dysfunctional family, a very open one. And my friends are my family.
Okay.
I mean, to me, it's just semantics.
Can we be your friend?
Hey, look, I'd love to be called family, you know?
When you marry, 2 families mesh, and I think that with my family, they might be able to give to him what his family never could.
No, they didn't.
Just
They did
refer
not.
to
They
us as
divorced.
your family.
Right.
After
Your
4 years.
family.
Yeah, it didn't work.
Your father's now family to me.
Well,
And your
She
brother and
wanted
sister,
a
regardless
baby.
of how much they don't want me to be, will be my family. I guess it's just your way. I can't understand it. And you can say you're talking to me.
Adrianne, you're young enough to be still very idealistic, and thank God for that. Husband to be and me. You just begin to accept a lot of things.
By the way, this is my face when Kyle goes off the rails on any stories or mentions, black tar of any kind. That's basically my reaction. Is like, how do I eject myself out of this building and through the ceiling as fast as I can? Kyle loves it.
You accept the less anger there is.
I'm not angry.
It's the peaceful way out.
Just accept people.
The peaceful way out.
It's a really complicated issue. And
It isn't.
that
None of his fucking business.
Do you feel comfortable at our house? Do you feel like you're wanted?
Has he strangled animals before? It seems like he has, the dad.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, very entertaining.
Like, it's the easier way.
Christopher, I brought you home 3 puppies, but you can only keep one of them. The other 2 I'm throwing in a bag in the river.
Because this is life.
Yeah, right.
This is how life is.
Do you like that fake sunset and those real breasts?
Realize
Those are fake, too.
subconscious.
Oh, are they?
She said she took them out because they got infected or something.
Oh, gross.
I don't want more than I don't want. That's sort of significant.
This is kind of a
I'm
non-episode.
excited by that.
Yeah, the episode is made better by the Back to the Sofa hosts.
When we're ready.
He did decide to not chop his balls, which I'm very happy about.
That was the sweetest thing you've ever said in a while.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
Ever said in a while qualified.
It was sweet.
But, okay. Man, sometimes you can just get away with not doing anything.
She said, whenever I make a sandwich, I want all the mayonnaise.
No, it's not. It has been for a while, but it's no longer Friday.
Oh, good. Are they going to get in a fight again?
and I'm
Oh, is that what we're gonna do today? We're gonna fight? This is one of the expensive brands that they used to sell at the expensive brand store that I was the warehouse manager for.
Mm-hmm.
And one time I was putting on price tags on a sweater, and I look at the invoice and it's like, oh wow, they paid $80 for this sweater. And then I saw the price tag said $800 for a sweater. So it was 1,000% markup. And I'm like, this is a good business, because if you only sell one of these, you pay for all 10 of them. And if you sell 2 of them, you just made $800. I don't think I'm ever going to be that guy, no matter how well I do on this Back to the Sofa trip. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Spent way more than I wanted to, but it's something that's always going to be able to be used. And I'm very happy with it.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay.
You are gonna get a tux. That is way over the cost of my dress.
It's appropriately balanced to your dress.
I just didn't want it to cost more than my dress, because then I'd be really embarrassed. You know?
And I'd have to go get a more expensive dress.
Who would know or care?
Chris is also paying for.
I'm so hungry. I just realized that.
Want a hot dog on some LSD?
Hermenegildo. Zenya.
All right, let's get to the fight.
Never
I know
met
there's a
his
fight.
sister. I don't think
She
ever
raw
wants
dogging
to
a hot dog?
And
Don't say it like that.
I've been thinking about it for over a year.
I have her address. You could always write her yourself.
How dare you? You haven't even introduced us. I'm sorry. I didn't know introduce me to them. Introduce me to her and I start writing her.
If I don't know your sister yet, after over a year, that's your own fault.
Don't eat the talking hot dog.
I want to meet my family, who took the initiative to make it happen.
I can't make it. It can't be my fault when it's a choice of the other.
420.
So she chooses to not meet me.
Yes.
Have you asked her if she wanted to meet me?
You're right. It's not a question I directly have asked because.
Well, how dare you try to lay this?
This is our first podcast.
You should at least try to.
We were eating during it, and it's really fun to listen to. Especially in the background while you're making love to yourself. It gets worse.
When will you take me to meet your sister?
Probably after her daughter and her son are 18.
What the does that mean?
Probably after they're grown-ups and
What the hell?
adults.
Wait, you won't even ask? You won't even ask?
She has cut me off, honey.
Or towards a man who loves me until you've at least.
But as soon as you're naked in public, in her world, that's not right.
Well, her world is a very sad one.
Well, that's a judgment on your part.
I was upset that before getting to know me, I was getting judged by...
Because you were on Playboy in the early 2000s. Like
Playboy, and very proud of myself.
people cannot be cool with that. You understand?
She thinks we should be ashamed of what we've done.
Oh, so her sister thinks that what's her nuts is a public fornicator? Is that? I mean, are we making that same connection? Because I don't agree.
I don't either, Kyle. What I'm saying is it's okay for people to say, hey, I don't approve, I don't like this, I don't like that. You can say that in public, and that's okay. We don't have to, I like the hashtag bring back shame, because you don't necessarily have to be ashamed of what you're doing, but understand that people judge. That's all humans do. You want to live in a world where people are like, oh, I don't judge anyone for anything. We generalize everything. We do it by nature, so or we wouldn't be alive. We generalize what kind of car it is and how fast they're driving. If it's a sports car, guess what your brain thinks immediately, whether you care or not. They're probably going to drive fast. So there's a lot going on here, and I'm not saying you need to be ashamed or you need to be judgmental, but you're living in a world where everyone is judging everyone. And if you want to be a part of someone's family, you might have to acquiesce a few things. Thank you.
I don't disagree with that. But also, anyone who doesn't like what I'm into can fuck off.
That's cool. You don't want to be a part of a family like this. Like his family.
I'm better than everyone in my family. That's saying something too. I'm more normal. I'm more well-adjusted. Right? Not in my immediate family, not in this house, but in everyone outside of the house.
You see me trying, right?
No, it's sad that you have to discount people just because you're ashamed of nudity.
Well, I might agree, but I can't change it.
Well, you know what? I don't want to meet this woman.
There you go. Well, that's a choice.
No.
Well, that solved a lot. If you just shut up about it, you know?
Sister and her choices. If we're complaining about somebody else passing judgment, then perhaps we shouldn't be the one passing judgment back.
Dude, you should be able to say it and stand up to your beliefs.
Shut up. Stand up to what? Their opinions?
Frustration for me was that, Adrianne, this is really not about you. It's about my family. And she's not even seeing how hurt I am by it, you know, or how much
she doesn't care. She cares only about herself.
Everything about you is about her to her. She packing a bag.
I'm
moving out.
Leaving.
My sister, I'm pissed.
You're pissed.
Yeah. You don't even understand what it is.
And when Chris gets upset, he doesn't really articulate well.
Yeah. He really goes with the flow for a long time, and he's like, she's just being crazy, she's just being crazy. And as soon as he gets mad, then she crumbles. Yeah. And she goes, I don't know what I did wrong, just tell me what I did wrong, I'll never do it again. Right? Because she can't lose this gravy train.
It was a mistake to make that close up in real time because Kyle just soaks it in. It was supposed to.
As soon as I saw it was a close up, I kept going. Gravy train.
Supposed to embarrass him.
No.
I'm offering you an end run possibility, and you don't even want to let it sink in.
I would love to write her a letter. I just needed to know why.
No, you don't want to. Would you stop?
She changed it.
Paces.
It's like butting heads, butting heads, butting heads. It's not like ever going to next level of understanding.
My family is important to me, whether or not they agree with me or not. They don't have to agree with me.
But you had a good
for them to be important to me.
Okay, but you did have a good relationship with them before me.
Yeah. You're naked in a magazine. What do you think that's gonna do with some people?
Oh, look, it's Cindy Crawford and Denise Richards.
They're not her brother or sister or person in her family.
It's 2006, not 1812.
It doesn't matter, honey. You gotta understand that you're gonna.
Isn't she like more conservative nowadays?
She is.
I think it's cowardly.
But not in that way.
Cowardly.
She just doesn't want immigrants or taxes.
I'm getting angry.
She doesn't even know what cowardly means.
You're always getting angry.
I'm gonna spend money about it.
He's always getting angry.
Adrianne up this whole subject with my sister.
Yeah, she's anti-vax too and all that horrible
shit.
shit.
Ridiculous and
It's 2006.
It all fit under the heading of childish.
Please don't do this, Chris.
At a certain point, you are your age. I'm sorry for bringing it up, and it frustrates me.
So I acted like a 23-year-old.
You should have called him on the closet phone.
Argument has been stupid.
Look, there's a fucking phone.
I'm gonna get more angry the more you sit here. I'm still worked up. Go, please.
Now she's gonna get mad because that's the right
Chris
thing to do.
basically really snapped. And I knew I had crossed the line.
Take your shoes off, you animal.
Got livid.
I'm gonna sleep in the closet.
He's gonna
Really?
sleep in the closet.
This is your house.
No, I'm getting more and more pissed the more I think.
He didn't even finish
I
the
feel
sentence.
totally compromised. I feel betrayed by her. And
Man, he gets angrier and angrier.
This is the only episode that had any real anything in it.
I can't be in a relationship that's like this.
I'm
It's
blowing
not
up these
healthy.
money bags. What am I doing?
I'm that miserable.
Well, then move to Montana and
Married.
sell Tupperware or whatever you do online.
Yeah, right.
This episode kind of much to do about nothing, but we got to see kind of the breakdown of their communication skills and how they handle anger and shame and other stuff. And one sleeps in the closet and one sleeps on a couch with her shoes on.
It was easier to understand why it didn't work out.
I think so.
Because in the previous episodes we watched, especially the ones in the resorts,
Yeah.
she was very easy to get along with. When she was being taken to exotic places and served exotic food and alcohol, it was very easy to get along with her. But as soon as you get her back to LA and you don't give her everything she wants the way she wants it, it's a little less easy. And Christopher Knight, you can see him holding back the whole time. He's like, I don't want to get married. I don't want to impregnate her. And yet there's 3 seasons of this, right?
Yep. And they're getting married.
And they get married.
They get married.
Right. So, anyone who talks to me about any sanctity of marriage can step off.
Take off your shoes. Time for you to step off.
Kyle.
It's step off, Kyle. It's only marriage is only as great as the people and their commitment to each other.
Yep.
Doesn't have anything to do with any outside anything.
Preach, King.